Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle FtW and welcome back to another Call of Duty Vanguard video. Today, we are back with another update video, and today we're going to be focusing on everything that changed within Vanguard's multiplayer. In my last video, a couple of days ago, I covered everything that was going to be changing in zombies, and the honest reality of this mid-season update is that it is mostly a zombies update. It's very little a multiplayer update. There are still some pretty significant changes to multiplayer though, which is very, very awesome, including stability fixes, some spawns, and bug fixes, but we're going to be focusing today mostly on the weapons as well as some of the perks, and then finally we're going to be talking about the bug fixes as well. Again, there's a whole bunch of details here in this article from Charlie Intel, but I will leave it down below in the description. So the things that I didn't mention and everything like that, you guys can feel free to take a look at on your own, because again, it is a pretty long article and I don't want to read everything for you guys because again, it would be pretty boring. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into everything. And yeah, so we have a whole bunch of details here. I was going to make this video originally yesterday, but I didn't have time, unfortunately, because I worked most of the day yesterday, and then I uploaded the really, really long zombies video. So I didn't have time, which is why that video was up so late, because as you guys can tell from the channel, it was a very, very long zombies video. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the weapon and equipment balancing changes. So the first weapon here that had some adjustments to it is the M1 Garand, which now has reduced recoil, which is very, very awesome. The M1 Garand was a not too bad of a marksman rifle. No one really uses marksman rifles in this game, at least in my lobbies. But one thing about the M1 Garand that I really noticed quite a bit is that it does have a lot of recoil, and the fact that it has reduced recoil is definitely a good thing. Now we have all three snipers got buffed a little bit. The Type 99 got the biggest buff. It has reduced aim flinch, reduced ADS time, and it retains this one-shot kill potential for chest shots when smaller caliber ammo is used. So this includes like the ammo type that allows it to have a little bit less recoil, which is a big deal because again, a lot of the problems with snipers in this game is that the ammo types that are, lower ammo that reduce the recoil of the weapon, they do less damage, which means that the snipers become much, much more difficult to use. But giving it a one-shot kill for chest shots and above is really, really good, especially for the Type 99, which I think is like one of the faster sniper rifles in the game, maybe second only to the Kar 98K. Next, we have ourselves some adjustments to the 3-line rifle, which they reduced the ADS time. It doesn't say about how much or anything like that, but now the 3-line rifle is going to be a little bit more of a quick-scoping weapon. Although the 3-line rifle is very, very similar to weapons like the HDR from Modern Warfare 2019, as well as the LW3 Tundra from Black Ops Cold War. So it's a little bit of a slower weapon, sniper rifle, but it has a much, much higher damage than the other snipers, other quicker ones, and being able to quickscope it a little bit faster is a good thing, because the 3-line rifle, is a little bit on the negative side in that point, is that it's pretty slow, but again, quicker ADS time with that. Now with the Kar 98K, it retains its one-shot kill potential for chest shots when smaller caliber ammo is used, sort of like the change to the Type 99, but now the Kar 98K, when you're using the lower recoil ammo type, now gives you a one-shot kill to the chest, which again is a nice change to see, especially when you're going for camo challenges, because I believe one of the camo challenges for the Kar 98K is to use one of the lower recoil attachments, and it was a very, very annoying annoying challenge to see. I watched a video of someone completing the challenge, and it was very, very difficult, so definitely is a good thing to see that has changed as well. Now, there's only been one change to an ammo type here within the game, and that is the hollow point rounds. It now has the damage range penalty removed, which means it's going to be more viable on the weapons and used more. I can't remember exactly what they do. I actually do have Vanguard pulled up right next to me, so I will go ahead and check that out for you guys real quick, because I've never used them before, and I can't really remember exactly what they are. So it says increased limb damage with -2 damage range. So now it just increases limb damage, which it still says -2 damage range here on my Type 100 that I'm looking at right here. So I don't know if they actually changed that and the fix actually worked, but now it says that it increases limb damage with a -2 to the damage range. So again, I've never used that attachment before. I don't know if I ever will still, but still, the fact that it doesn't hurt the range of the weapon anymore is definitely a really, really good thing. Now jumping in here with equipment, this is another really controversial thing here within Vanguard. They reduced the stun grenade damage in hardcore modes, because I believe that the stun grenades in hardcore would actually insta-kill enemies, which is really annoying because stun grenades aren't supposed to do that. I think stun grenades are supposed to do like 1 to 5 damage, and I think they've done that in previous Call of Duty games, but in Modern or in Vanguard, I think they do like 30 damage now, which is quite a bit. I mean, You guys have seen me in my commentaries get annoyed by getting stunned because, again, I pretty much lose every gunfight being stunned because they do a lot of damage. And it also reduced how long players are affected by stun grenades, which is a really good change as well. One of the most annoying things that I found in Vanguard was that the stun grenades did a lot of damage to you, and you were also affected by them for a really, really long time. So, you know, they were just really, really annoying, and it's definitely good to see that that was changed as well. They also changed the incendiary grenade to reduce the damage. I played a few games today for the gameplay that you guys see in the background. I didn't really notice the damage being reduced, but that's probably because I wasn't using fortified or anything like that. But they did kill me really, really fast, so I don't really know if the change went through or not, but still, definitely a good thing to see. Now, the kill streaks, there's only been one kill streak that has been changed, and unfortunately, it got a little bit of a nerf. The mortar barrage got nerfed, which I don't really know why it gets nerfed. Maybe they should just take the mortar barrage out of the game at this point, because they've changed it so many different times that I think it's probably best that they just take it out. They probably won't, but here are the changes for it as well. So it says duration of the mortar strike has been reduced, which is a good thing because it's very, very annoying. The number of mortar strikes per streak has been reduced. And it also addressed the issue where mortar barrage deployment was inconsistent. So they nerfed the mortar barrage quite a bit, which means it's pretty much going to be useless now. I don't think anyone will be using it anymore, but there we go. It's still there, and it got changed, which I think, I mean, the changes are good, but the streak was already annoying and kind of not very good to begin with. So I don't know how I feel about these changes. I think that they could have they could have been different. They either could have allowed when you call in the mortar barrage, it now affects you less, but affects the enemies more. Because, I mean, when someone calls in a mortar barrage, it's just horrible. I mean, everyone is annoyed because it just constantly rains down mortars on the map, which is the point of the streak. But when it blocks your vision, makes it hard to see, makes it hard to take out other enemies that are around it. If it affects you, then it's a useless streak. So maybe that could have been a good change, but there we go. They nerfed it. And there we go. Next, we have ourselves some changes to 3 perks within the game, and they all revolve around, 2 of the perks revolve around stuff that allows you to change your effect or change your status when you get hit by explosives and everything like that. So the first change was actually with High Alert, which adds a slight delay before perk activates after being seen by an enemy. This is a huge change. You guys know that I pretty much exclusively run Cold-Blooded in this game right now because a lot of the people that I play against in my games, they use High Alert, and it's really, really good in the game, which is kind of the point of a perk. But when you instantly see an enemy, their screen flashes yellow, and they're really sweaty good players, they're going to turn around really fast, and then they're going to get an annoying kill on you. So I like seeing that they have a slight delay because it gives you a little bit more of an advantage versus basically standing no chance at when the enemy is using High Alert and you don't have Cold-Blooded on. So that's a really, really good change as well. Next, we have ourselves Dauntless, which is the tactical mask equivalent within this game. It says gives immunity to fire and burning effects, including incendiary rounds, flame knot, and lingering fire on the ground. This is a really, really good perk and a really, really good buff. I believe that this is a perk 1 as well. So I wish that this might have been a perk 2 or a perk 3. But again, that's just the way it is. So that's really, really good change. And then the fortified perk, which is the flak jacket equivalent, reduces fire damage taken by 30% and reduces excessive damage of all explosives. So again, they buffed the flak jacket perk, which is a really, really good thing as well. And that is pretty much absolutely everything that I wanted to cover here from the multiplayer side of things. There's a few map changes, there's a few UI/UX fixes, and I will just leave the article down below so you guys can feel free to read those if you so wish. But again, not a lot of changes. I kind of wish that there were more changes here within the game. There's a whole bunch of bug fixes as well that I said I was going to mention earlier, but I'm not going to do that. I'll just let you guys read through them. A lot of them don't affect me, but there are some that definitely do affect some people, so you guys can feel free to read those as well. But again, I wish that they would have changed some things, maybe a vital nerf, maybe, they changed it so that your actual rank actually shows up, because that's also been an issue, and I actually think that it is fixed. I don't know though, honestly. But anyways, I feel like there's a lot of changes. They didn't change the camo glitches that are still going on, but unfortunately, because there are so many bugs in the game, we're going to have to wait quite a while for every bug and everything like that to be fixed. Because, there's a whole bunch of weapons in the game, and not everyone has them all ranked up. I mean, there's some people who have been able to unlock atomic camo, but I already can't unlock atomic camo on my account. There's a challenge with the Owen gun that doesn't track properly, so I already can't unlock it. Not that I'm even close, but it's going to take a while for all the bugs to be sorted out, unfortunately. And again, yes, I know that it turns a lot of people off the game. Personally, me, I just enjoy it because I haven't experienced as many bugs as a lot of people have. And the bugs that I have encountered, they haven't really ruined the game for me, but I know that there definitely are some bugs that really ruin the game for a lot of people. But I play a lot of tactical as well, so maybe that's why I haven't ran into the annoyingness of the thermite grenades. But anyway, guys, that's basically going to do it for this video. Again, this is all factual. I try my best to save opinions to myself. Obviously, I do get opinionated in these videos to kind of give my thoughts on the changes, but again, lots of changes here. And again, hopefully by season 2, we'll have a lot more changes and the game will be kind of a little bit better from the side of bugs. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, like green is always appreciated. If you want to check out any of my other previous Vanguard videos from the past 2 days, I had a long zombies playthrough playing the new update yesterday, and then the day before that I had all the details that are changing with zombies as well, so you guys can feel free to check that out. And I'll see you guys all on another Call of Duty Vanguard video very soon.